Hello, peaceful world. Here is another update from Ukraine from a perspective of an American citizen, a young mom without her precious fur baby. There is no baby here in the car. The baby is with her father, giving him a really hard time. So I wish him luck. Uh, Mia isn't fond of walking in the autumn, even though it is quite sunny and warm today. But I don't know, something has changed, and she hates it. So yeah, they're having a hard time, and it's hard for me as well. But anyhow, I'm in an awkward position, as you can see. I'm in a car. I'm using my sweater, the sunshade, because it's just burning. I'm so hot. I'm just wearing my short took everything off because it's so freaking hot here, which was supposed to be an improvement of my quality of life. Some of you know that I've spent countless hours combining my work and studies, riding the stroller all around the neighborhood, finding shelter under trees when it was raining. Once I even worked when it was like 17 degrees Fahrenheit, but I was determined, so I did that. But now that I'm a driver, this is a piece of news right from the start. I've got my driving license. I'm no longer afraid to just sit in the car, and when I work or study, I can come here and supposedly be more comfortable, but not today. Not today. No, the sun is making it really unpleasant. But it's beautiful. It's beautiful. On the upside, it's beautiful. Anyhow, today's video is going to be an update motivated by your curiosity and concern. I am messaged on a regular basis by quite a few of you, and you keep asking me, guys, like, how are you? How's the family? And this is very touching, because now that I'm not a Scotty mom, technically I'm not one of you anymore, because Charlie passed. I did not know like what to do with the group. Should I leave it? And it's astonishing, really, that even though the main character of the family, Sir Charles, is gone, you still care. And one of you, Karen, just made a very short post with like zero information in the Scotty group, saying that I replied to her and I said that we're okay-ish or whatever, and that's it, because I didn't share anything else with her. And that short post got so many reactions. There were like almost 200 likes and so many comments. And I'm just really shocked by your reaction and by how much you care. And a lot has happened, and I do not have the energy or the time to like write about it in my private messages, or even to like write a long boring post. And I think it's easier to do it this way in a video. So that's what I'm gonna do. This is my way to reply to your care. And yeah, so how are we? Better in general. September was tough. That Charlie passed away, which was of course very traumatic. He was the dog of my life, the pet of my life. I adored him. I still love him, miss him. So that happened. But unfortunately, that wasn't the only excruciating moment. That month, I shared in my previous video, I believe, that my brother-in-law was taken to the army, and after a month of training, he was sent to the battlefield as an assault soldier. And I believe it is impossible to imagine what it's like. Mm, it's impossible for me to imagine what he has been through, right? And it's impossible for you to feel what we, his family, have been through. But I will try to draw you a picture. So you know that your loved one, your relative, goes on a task as an assault soldier after a month of training. And during the time, he isn't going to be in touch with you. There is no way to make calls or, to message you. So you just know that he leaves and he goes to hell. And you just have to wait for days, weeks, whatever, until he comes back and there is some news. And this is an all-encompassing thing. Those days, those nights, nothing else exists, nothing else matters. You're just in this constant state of dread and worry, and that lasted for a few weeks. And after one of those tasks, he returned to us. Thanks to his injuries, he was wounded. There was a tripwire, somebody tripped, and a grenade exploded behind him, and he got shrapnel wounds, 2 shrapnel wounds in his leg. And he was moved to Kiev, to our city, to get some treatment. His injuries are not too bad, so he's not like handicapped. He did not lose his leg, which is super cool. But it's pretty unpleasant, so he limps. The pieces cannot be removed because the surgery can be even more traumatic. Later, maybe we'll try to seek other opinions. We'll see. But for now, he's in pain. He limps. Officially, he's like still a soldier. He's trying to get all the documents to get this kind of a long military sick leave. He's away again in a different city, not in a dangerous city, not as a fighter, but God knows what kind of work he's going to be doing. But anyhow, he is away. He spent a couple of weeks home with his wife, with his small child. My husband's nephew, he's how old is he? Almost 3 years old. He's almost the same age as Mia. But that was that big circumstance in our life. And only in October did I kind of wake up and notice that in addition to that, other important things happened in my personal life, and that month was exhausting, not only because of the worries, but also that month, my dog died. My beloved dog died. I was sick. Mia was sick. I had my psychology studies. I had 2 driving tests. I got my driving license finally. I'm not a good driver. This is not easy for me. I need to practice a lot. It was super duper hard. I took many extra lessons. It was very hard for me. The stress did not help, I believe. But it all happened, so I did all of that. Despite the aggravating circumstances all around. And only in October did I notice how worn out I was. Physically, emotionally. I was just dead, And it's a weird feeling because it exists. You cannot deny it. I'm just a human. Yet again, at the same time, you feel very selfish for feeling it. You cannot cancel it. It just appears. But compared to all the other challenges people are facing, it's just nothing. You got tired, but there are people who are dying, who are very sick, who are still waiting for their relatives to come back. But I did feel awful, and that's why I've been quiet. Not only with you, but like with all of my friends, acquaintances, students. I don't know. I just chose the path of kind of isolation to reconsider some of my habits and some of my life choices and strategies, to cope better. I think I did not cope with all of that better. Well, I did not cope with all of that well. While it is normal to feel bad after such things, I felt too bad. And I needed some time to, contemplate on all of that. But yeah, this is it. Now I feel okay-ish, I guess. Now you know the main big events. Also, my other dog Molly also has cancer. I found out a couple of weeks ago. I just wanted to have a checkup for her because I have so many medicines left from Charlie, expensive medicines. And I figured, well, they are almost the same age, and they have a similar condition with their liver and gallbladder. Like maybe something can be given to her, so it's not just a complete waste. And doing that checkup, unfortunately, it turned out that she has spleen cancer, which is not a problem, kind of. It's asymptomatic. But the peculiarity of this kind of a tumor is such that it's just kind of a bunch of blood vessels, and they can rupture. They can rupture because of some heat, awkward jump, or whatever. And it's like a bomb, it's a time bomb. She can be fine for 1 day or 5 years. Nobody can tell you. The best solution for this kind of tumors is to remove them, to remove the spleen entirely. And dogs typically tolerate it quite well, if only she wasn't that old. She's 11 years old. She's an aged dog as well. And surgery is considered only as a last resort. So now she needs regular checkups, regular ultrasounds, and if we see that the tumor keeps growing and it grows too fast, then we'll go for surgery. For now, she's super cool. She's lovely. She's amazing with me. Very tolerant, very patient, and I'm very grateful for that. She's a lovely dog, and she's so much easier than Charlie. Really, so much easier. In terms of just feeding, walking, vet appointments. She's an angel. And yeah, so she's fine, but she's also sick. The cat seems fine, but now of course I am in disbelief. And I suspect anyone of cancer or some other problem. So she'll have a checkup before her vaccination in December as well. And I kind of expect to hear some bad news because this is just what keeps coming, people leaving, dogs dying, whatever. The cat is also fucking old. The cat is also 11, even almost 12. On Valentine's Day, she's gonna be 12. She was born on Valentine's Day. She's my cat made for love. But for now, she is her usual self. Very vocal at night. Also very, very nice. Too nice with Mia. And yeah, these fluffies are still around, and that helps me stay afloat. And keep my spirits not up, but afloat. Yeah, that's another bitter piece of news. Not to be overly negative, I can give you an update on Mia. Mia is still amazing. She develops beautifully. She has finally started talking. We cannot call her like a late talker, but she started it a bit later than our friends' babies of her age. And this period of toddlerhood is also interesting. It's fascinating because every day there is a new word, a new phrase, and you can finally kind of chat with her, and it's easier for her to share her demands, her wishes, and I'm very happy for her. It makes it, easier for her to function and for us to serve her, because that's what we do, as parents of a toddler, we serve her. And this is lovely. She's I would say that she's kind of less active, maybe not less active, but she is more agile, she is more considerate with her choices, she has some feeling of risk now, and this makes me happy, and it's easier in this regard for me. I'm no longer terrified to death upon her every move. This is good. She talks, I don't know, she draws, she does Play-Doh, she's very versatile. I know kids who are like focused on only one kind of a toy or activity. Mia is not like that. She's like into many things, and that is fun. So Mia is super cool, and having my knowledge, of child development, I'm just happy to see what I see. Because what you want to see is a normality. She is just a very normal child. Yeah, sometimes with tantrums, and there are things she strongly dislikes, like this walks in the autumn. But in general, she's just super normal and awesome, and for me, of course, best ever baby. So Mia is cool. Mia makes it all worthwhile, and she can always get you out of the most hollow spaces in life. So this is it. I wanted to tell you that now life is so much calmer, and that would be a lie, because I just remember that my student who joined the army voluntarily a couple of years ago, well, 1.5 years ago, I believe, and he ended up being a drone instructor. He was serving not too far from Kiev in a relatively safe location, so not battlefield. But unfortunately, now his position was changed, and he was deployed to the battlefield as well, like yesterday, I guess. And he's just a super cool guy. so nice. And now there is one more person to lose your sleep over, and you cannot do anything about it, and this is upsetting, but it is what it is. There haven't been too many. Well, there are daily drone attacks on Kiev, mostly at night. We can hear explosions, and this is how Russians can kill Molly, because she's scared of all of that. She's very timid, because she was a rescue dog when she was a puppy living on the street. When she was born, she was shot. She still has this 7 wounds in her body, which were never removed, because it's they do not bother her. But she is a PTSD dog, and she hates any noise. She shivers when you drop like a pack of cigarettes. I don't know. And of course, like air defense work is loud and all of that, and that makes her jump and run, and potentially she can hurt her spleen, and then I will blame the Russians for her death. But we are used to it, and drones have become just, it's not a normal part of life, but a regular part of life. Daily, nightly. there haven't been rocket attacks in Kiev for a long while. We're expecting them because the goal obviously is to leave us without heating and electricity for the winter. Then we'll, deal with that when that happens. For now, we are in this expectation mode regarding this. Yeah, but today is a good day. It's my studies day. My psychology studies, actually a week, because I have them Monday to Wednesday, and then again Friday to Sunday there is a conference. So I am this happy student, finally, without maybe be somewhere on my boob or in my stroller screaming. I was looking forward to this opportunity to study as a normal person for such a long time. So this makes me happy, despite, all the other things. And I just wanted to thank you all. I cannot express how touched and shocked, surprised, astonished I am by all of your care. Once again, the link between us was Charlie, as I thought, but you still care, and thank you all. So I guess I will make these updates on our family occasionally, monthly, quarterly. I don't want to give empty promises. And yeah, when you message me, it does kind of push me towards making an update. And I feel kind of guilty because I understand that you're worried and you're concerned to having zero information. Even having bad information is better than having zero information, because then you're in the realm of fantasies, and fantasies are very bad. So I will try to keep you posted. I owe it to you for all of your care and love, and support, and so on. So thank you all very, very much. Thank you, Karen, for going the extra mile and sharing at least a bit in the community, for those who were just wondering. So yeah, this is it. I'm going to start my studies. Thank you all, and I'll talk to you someday, maybe not very soon, but I will talk to you. Well, actually, there is one thing that I want to do with you or myself, because most of my YouTube followers are from the Scotty community, and what I wanted to do from the day Charlie passed is to make a video of how he passed, and what was happening, how I was feeling it. So I do have this idea of making a super depressing video about the dying dog. I think it can be therapeutic for me, and it's always nice to share your feelings and thoughts with another person. This is a healthy way to live. Isolation is not the way. So someday maybe I will do it, because you are the best to do it with. I just need to find that time, that opportunity. So be ready for a depressing video about a dying Charlie, and you'll be helping me by just being with me. So yeah, this is it. Now going to study. Oh my god, it's so long. The video ended up being so long. Sorry. But a lot has happened, and I owe it to you to keep you more informed, so you don't go in the realm of fantasies as, I don't know, dead or hungry or whatever. We're both fed, we still have electricity, the brother-in-law is back, the pets are still around. Mia is just amazing. So yeah, finally, bye-bye. I'll talk to you soon, or not so soon.